friends, welcome back to Kid Short Stories. If this is your first time listening, welcome to the family. My name is Mr. Jim, and me and my family live in South Carolina, and we love stories so much that we create your ideas and turn them into awesome adventures every single day. So make sure that you click follow on Kid Short Stories because we drop a new episode every single day for you to listen to while you're driving in the car or maybe getting ready for bed. Well, today's story comes to us from James and Jonty. Are you guys ready for this amazing adventure? Me too, let's go! It was a rainy day outside as James and Jonty's faces were pressed up against the window. Very disappointed because they were hoping to play outside today because it was a Saturday, but that rain just messed up all their plans. "What are we gonna do, James?" said Jonty. "I don't know. I was really hoping that we could work more on our fort today. But this rain completely ruined that plan," said James. He was pretty frustrated about that. Have you ever felt frustrated that it's raining? Yeah, me too. Sometimes the rain can make our plans have to change. And if it's raining outside, what's something that you like to do while it's inside? Maybe build something cool, or play a game, or build a fort. There's actually a lot of things to do inside, maybe with some toys or your imagination. But today, I think James and Jonty's imagination is going to get blown away when one of their toys comes to life. "Hey, why don't you two guys go check up in the attic? There's a whole bunch of old stuff up there that maybe you could have fun with," said one of their parents. "Ooh, that sounds cool," said Jonty. "Oh, it's kind of gross up there," said James. "Aren't there just like a ton of spiderwebs and like creepy stuff up there?" "Yeah, but it could be fun," said Jonty. "Let's go." The two walked over down the hallway to where the ladder was to get up in the attic. They pulled down the ladder from the ceiling and were instantly greeted by some dust and dirt and, of course, cobwebs. "Ugh, disgusting," said James. "No one's opened this thing in like years." "Yeah, but that probably means there's some cool stuff up there. Let's go." Jonty was the first one up the ladder. As he pulled his way up inside the attic, he turned on the light by pulling that string by the light bulb, and the light popped on, and he took a look around. "Whoa, James, you've got to get up here. There's so much stuff that I've never seen before. Come on." "Okay," said James. He held out one of his hands in front of his head, trying to wipe all the cobwebs away before it touched his face, because that's pretty disgusting if a cobweb touches your face, am I right? Yeah, that's pretty gross. Ugh. Well, James pushed his way through and finally climbed up to the attic, and he was brushing the side of his arms and his body with his hands to just get all the icky stuff off that might have touched him along the way. Oh, that was gross. Okay, Jonty, what have you found? Show me something cool, or else I'm gonna leave. "I don't even know where to start," said Jonty. "There, look at that. There's an old, medieval metal costume thing over there. There's a pirate hat here. Whoa, let me see that pirate hat," said James. "Here you go." "Wow, that is pretty cool," said James. "And look at all these boxes over here. I haven't even touched that whole section of the attic. And on the other side, dude, we could spend all day up here and we could actually maybe find a treasure." "A treasure?" said James. "Yeah, this house is pretty old and you just never know what you could find up in an attic like this." Very true. James and Jonty spent a while looking through all kinds of things and then came to a box marked magical toys. They both looked at each other and knew that they had to check out what was inside. Jonty reached his hands inside the box and pulled out a smaller box. "This looks like a puzzle," said James. "That's not very magical." "Whoa, hold on there. It said it's magical toys and This is the only thing in that box, so it's gotta be true. Want to try it out? Said Jaunty. Yeah, I do kind of like doing puzzles when it's a rainy day. Yeah, let's go do that, said James. James and Jaunty had found a magical puzzle. Or at least that's what it said on the box. It was very old. It was hard to tell what the picture on the box was, so they would need to use all the puzzle pieces to find out. They climbed down the ladder and found a table and started working on the puzzle. Puzzles can be really fun. I actually love doing puzzles. I first start with all the edge pieces. You know what the edge pieces are? Yeah, when you're doing a puzzle, look for those pieces that have a straight edge to it. That means that's the outside of the puzzle. And then once you get all the way, all the edges of the puzzle, then you can start filling on the middle parts of the puzzle and you can find out what picture the puzzle is. James and Jaunty were both masters at puzzles, and it wasn't long before they were almost done with this puzzle. All right, just a couple more pieces left, said James. Wait a second. Looks like there's 5 holes on the puzzle and only 4 pieces. Wait, look around on the floor. Jaunty got on his hands and knees and started looking around for a missing puzzle piece, while James finished putting those 4 pieces into the puzzle. Wow, this is awesome. It's like a whole jungle with animals, and this is a really cool picture of the puzzle. Hey, Jaunty, do you see that missing piece down there? Nothing down here. Is there anything left on the table? Nope, nothing here, said James. Hold on, I'll run up to the attic and check that box if there's one last piece in there. While Jaunty ran back up to the attic to check that box to see if there was one more piece that might have fallen out of the puzzle box, James couldn't stop thinking about why that box said magical toys on it. Is this puzzle some kind of magic? He asked himself. I found it! Shouted Jaunty from up in the attic. Oh, there, the last piece. Jaunty held it triumphantly over his head as he was running down the stairs from the attic. All right, I'm going to put in the final piece and then we are done with our puzzle. That is definitely the most exciting part of a puzzle, the final piece. Whoever gets to put in that last piece, that is a very special puzzle honor that needs to be held with great respect. As Jaunty put this final piece into the puzzle, they took a step back and admired their beautiful work. Wow, that's a cool puzzle, said James. It seriously feels like we could just walk right in and step into that jungle right there. It was a very large puzzle with a picture of a jungle and a waterfall, and it was really cool. Hold on a second, said Jaunty. When I put that final piece in, I swear those leaves started moving. Look. They leaned closer down to the puzzle that was on their table. And that's exactly what was happening. The leaves on the trees looked like they were moving. How is that possible? Said James. This is just a picture. They both couldn't believe it. Jaunty put his finger down on the puzzle. When he touched it, it felt like his finger went through and into the puzzle. He quickly pulled it back out. Oh! Whoa, look at that. My finger's soaking wet. Like I just went to the rainforest. Wait a second, what? Said James. Jaunty, when he touched the puzzle, his finger in his hand went into the puzzle. Like for real. They both couldn't believe it. Was this puzzle actually magical? There's only one way to find out, said Jaunty. Here. Help me lift the puzzle and put it on the ground. They carefully grabbed all 4 corners of the puzzle and gently placed it on the ground. They could see the water was moving and the trees and leaves were blowing in the wind. I'm not going first, said James. Oh, I know. Just come on in after me. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. And with that, Jaunty jumped right on top of the puzzle. And he got sucked inside. Holy smokes, James couldn't believe it and followed closely behind. What followed next is an amazing adventure, a story for another time. But I guess James and Jonty really did indeed find a magical puzzle in their attic. The end. Guess what? It's time to celebrate another birthday, and I need your help. Drum roll, please. Happy birthday, Porter! Woohoo! Porter is turning 6 years old. Listens to Kid Short Stories every night before bed. That's awesome. An awesome big brother to Annabeth and Cooper, and loves all things dinosaurs, sharks, and space. Wow, that is so awesome. I love all those things too. We need more dinosaur, shark, and space stories. Maybe we should do a dinosaur and shark in space. Well, happy birthday, Porter. I hope you have the best birthday ever. If you want to celebrate your birthday on the show, have your parents head on over to heymrjim.com. Make sure that you book your day to celebrate the big one. Great job. You listened all the way to the end, and you know what time it is. It's time for Kid Shoutouts. I want to say hey to Cam and Kyle from British Columbia, Eli and Samuel from Michigan, Kristen from Hong Kong, Angelo and Julius from Australia, Lena and Leo from Maryland, and Ethan from Hong Kong. I'm so glad that you're all on the Kid Short Stories family. And on our spy team, we could not stop Dr. Stinky Breath and his crew. Without you, my friends, will you have a super duper day? And I will see you on our next adventure. Bye!